We can actually drive the backhoe back here now because this was much more of a steep ledge. He's been working away this knob, which is, I don't know, 4 feet tall probably, and kind of put in this low spot. Of course, the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but that's kind of how much the knob goes up to go right there. So when I first started this video, this is the area we were starting to work in, and we were just starting to kind of grade out the hillside and kind of bring stuff back with the Coyote tractor. We were kind of using the rear blade as a dozer. It didn't work great, but it did work. Off to the right is that knob that Dad was still in dirt from, and pushing it up to this culvert. So Dad read somewhere that you really need to pack the dirt around this, so he gets the joy of doing this by hand. So we're sort of back to this project of putting dirt on top of the culvert that Dad placed and trying to pack it down before we try to take the heavy backhoe over. Tractor weighs nothing compared to the backhoe, so it's not going to collapse it in. Once that's all done, we can start taking the dirt from this knob and moving it to this low spot right here, and just kind of work an angle up to the middle of those trees up there. So Dad mortared some rocks and made this like little retaining wall to hold the pipe, and then it is mortared together somewhere in the middle, but in spots it probably has 8 inches of dirt, if not a foot. So we want to put a lot more before we start driving the backhoe on, and then it goes down into the ravine. So the backhoe's having some issues again, and that is much the case. We need to get this tire. It's real rough. There's that, and I think right now you can't see it, but underneath there's a part that's really pretty messed up and not good. We have a tire to replace it, and it's fair, so we'll put that to use. But the glaring problem is that it has no brakes right now. So we took the brakes off on each side, and when we opened them up, they were basically utterly destroyed. There was no brake left on either side. So we're gonna rebuild the brake system. There's a kit online that's pretty salty, but may have to do that. But having nice new brakes would be pretty cool too. So since Dad's mostly gonna be using the tractor, moving dirt, actually just start the tractor, moving dirt toward that culvert. I guess I really should probably get serious about getting this implement shed down. But to even be able to get back there, I'm gonna have to clear some of that space behind there because there's all sorts of trees and junk. So just slowly but surely cleaning up the backside of this wall. So I think we are finally ready to pull this wall down, which I've been waiting for a while. To start taking this down, I put hinge cuts like I was cutting down a tree on every single one of these poles. My goal is that I'm going to cable it, the middle one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 of them. The middle one, and then I'm going to cut all the way through on the back side like you would a tree, and then sort of cut the middle one, and then hopefully Dad can pull the rest of it down with the tractor. We'll see how this goes. Slowly but surely getting there. And metal to keep for probably a cut wood shed or split wood shed. Nothing fancy, because obviously it's not the prettiest metal, but Saturday afternoon, it's like noon. We've been working on this since 10. I got a late start because I believe I didn't sleep last night. But we finally finished a project that we needed to finish. That's safety first, you know, just very typical way to do this. And that would be putting these, the X in. Not only does it look cool, I think, but it's adding, we can tell that it's adding a lot of like structural rigidity. They're not so floppy, so hopefully they won't bend as bad as they did last year, where they kind of warped and then they worked back to fairly normal.